Can you become part of tennis's 1% club? I'm going to name a series of 10 questions. They're going to get progressively harder and you only get one skip. Let's start off with the 90% question. Should be an easy one. How many Grand Slam tournaments are there per year? The answer is, of course, 4. Now moving on to the 80% question. Which Spanish tennis player is often referred to as the King of Clay? It is, of course, Rafael Nadal. Now going on to the 70% question. Which women's team competition was previously known as the Fed Cup? Yeah, the Fed Cup is now known as the Billie Jean King Cup. Now getting a bit harder now into the 60% question. In his career, how many Grand Slam titles did Andy Murray win? The answer is 3. Now on to the 50% question. In the thrilling French Open final earlier this year, Carlos Alcaraz had to save championship points to beat Jannik Sinner, but how many championship points did he save? Alcaraz saved 3 championship points. Now on to the 40% question. Which tennis player hit the most aces in history? The answer is John Isner with a huge 14,470 aces. Now getting even harder, 30% question. Who is the only woman to beat both Serena and Venus Williams in a Grand Slam final? The answer is Garbine Muguruza. Now on to the 20% question. Which player beat Rafael Nadal in his final ever match? Yeah, it happened last year at the Davis Cup Finals. It's Botic van der Zandschulp. Now down to the 10% question. How many Grand Slam finals did great rivals Martina Navratilova and Chris Evert play against each other? The answer is 14, with Navratilova winning 10 of those. We're now down to the 1% question. Well done if you got here, but can you get it right? The 1% question is, who is the only man to be world number 1 but never win a Grand Slam title? The answer to the 1% question, did you get it right? It's Marcelo Rios. Did you get all these questions right? Did you become part of the Tennis 1% Club? Let us know down in the comments below.